Once upon a time, there were only a handful of BMWs, you know, the 3 Series, the 5, the 7 Series, but now there are so many BMWs. But there are only 2 sport activity vehicles that are coupes. There's the X6 and of course this, the X4 M40i. Think of this as the mini-me version of the X6M. And coming up right now on this episode of Hot or Not, we're going to find out just how fast it is from 0 to 60 and around the track. So under the hood, we've got a lot of 3s. We've got a 3-liter twin-scroll turbo that puts out 355 horsepower and 343 pound-foot of torque. Now the big un-3, of course, is the 8-speed Sport transmission that BMW mates to all 4 wheels via paddle shifters.
Well, good morning from the X4M. We're going to do a 0 to 60 run in it, see how we do. And of course, remember everybody, 1 mile above sea level, turbocharged or not, we're going to suffer in our 0 to 60 times relative to what a sea level run would be or a manufacturer claim would be. But yeah, got on sport mode, traction control off, that's not going to matter here. And we'll see if it'll let me left foot brake. Many cars today don't. A little harder launch that time because I left foot braked it longer. And yeah, 5.18 seconds that time. So there you go. It takes it a moment to build boost.
We've got Michelin Pilot Super Sports, just like the bigger brother vehicle, but these are 20s, 245 in the front, 275 on the back. As you can tell, these are certainly track-focused tires.
So the X4M, and we're going to give it a try around the track here. Quite a bit of understeer, really light steering. Holy cow, is the steering light. Pulls okay. You know, feels like a heavy 3 Series, which is what it is. Lots and lots of understeer. A lot of power going to the front of this thing with the xDrive system, which is unusual. Really washes the front out quite a bit under power. You'd like to see more torque going to the back wheels for these types of things. I mean, it behaves pretty well, but again, for a vehicle of this type with a high CG and just loads and loads of understeer from the car, and that's kind of all you're dealing with.
Was it faster or slower than the X6M?
Slower.
That went 104.37.
Yeah, this feels like a 105 and a half or 6.
You're so good, man. Look at that. 105.82. So it went 1.5 seconds.
Yeah.
Slower, yeah.
So less power, less grip.
Yeah.
So even though the X6M is, you know, a much bigger vehicle and a heavier vehicle, they offset that with tons of horsepower and a big, massive tire. So this has a Pilot Super Sport, which is the same type of tire, but it's just proportionally not as big as what the X6M uses.
All right, Paul, is it hot or not? I know it's cold out here, but the car.
Well, certainly not on the laps that I drove it around. It just had way too much understeer for me. And I think, you know, the staggered tires aren't necessarily a good thing on all vehicles. And it actually felt very front-wheel drive-ish with the xDrive system in this car. So lots of understeer, not a lot of power, and not kind of the manic craziness that the X6M has, where it's got much bigger tires, much more horsepower, and a really our fastest 0 to 60 that we've ever done here. So yeah, the X4, not the same beast to me.
Yeah, I'm gonna go not hot as well. for $67,000, which is what this costs, you can get an X6, and at that point, just go for the X6.
Or a 340 Xi like we tested. I love that vehicle and handled really, really well and does a lot of what this thing will do.
As always, this is Roman.
And this is Paul.
Saying thanks for watching, and check out TFLcar.com for more news, views,
and real world reviews.
That's right, real world, let me think, X4 M40i reviews. Jeepers creepers, too many damn BMWs.